Oh my God. I thought he was just tearing the nipple off.
All right, I want to bring up another topic. Plastic surgery, okay? Because we've talked about the butt lifts already, with the girls and the wellness and all that craziness. And I want to talk about facial surgeries. Whoa.
It's so funny you mentioned that because I'm about ready to get some done.
Oh, you are? What are you getting done?
My hair, my eyes.
All right. Before you go
and that and this.
Oh, you're going to get a facelift, basically.
Yep, facelift and my eyes.
You might as well do the whole thing. Don't just do your eyes.
Well, I'm going to do the lift and the eyes.
Okay. I thought that's all. Doesn't the eyes? Isn't that included?
No, I got these like these bags under, right here, like everybody.
Well, don't they take the fat pads out or something like that?
They actually do a combination of fat. They actually fill part of it and they take part of it out.
All right. I want to make a statement first, just so you don't do anything that you're going to regret. I see that these Hollywood people, let's not even talk about the women because we're men. Okay, let's talk about the men. These guys, some of them will get these facelifts. Okay. But before they do the facelifts, they first start doing all the fillers. Now, I have nothing. Botox is fine. I'll tell you why Botox is fine. Because if you do too much, it wears off after a couple months. Okay. But these guys are getting fillers in their face. And they look like these crazy, kooky women in Hollywood. They get too many of the fillers. And what it does is it puffs your face out. And it makes you look like you're almost like you have like Cushing syndrome or you're on prednisone or something like that. And then because it looks so freaky, then they go and get a facelift to pull it tight. And they look like Liberace. They get this like transparent looking skin.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pictures of Simon Cowell recently?
Yeah, I know I've seen so many. Dave, this is a topic I've researched ad nauseum.
Have you seen these pictures of Simon?
The recent ones? No.
All right,
but he's had a ton of work done.
Look at this. He says he had fillers and Botox first, but now they had some plastic surgeon woman analyze his face. And while she can't, say for sure, because she doesn't know, but she said he definitely had a nose job. And what she thinks he did is took the cartilage from his nose and they made the tip thicker. I don't know why he did that because I thought he had a pretty good nose already.
Wait, what is the after picture on the right?
The first picture's on the right. If the after picture's on the right, it would be good. Do you see?
I mean, with the blonde hair, is that because maybe we're flipped around?
Hold on.
With the blonde hair, the
blonde hair is the after.
Okay, so that's my.
You can see he looks weird. He's got like this like skin like a woman now. It's like get this like perfectly crazy stretched out skin. He looks weird. His whole face looks like distorted. He lost the contour of his face, like almost.
Yeah, he kind of looks melted. It looks crooked.
Yeah. And I've seen this happen to Mickey Rourke. You remember Mickey Rourke?
Oh my God, he was the worst.
Mickey Rourke was a rugged, good-looking guy who decided to get plastic surgery, and he
a lot of plastic surgery.
But then he kept trying to get more to fix what he had done. I mean, he deformed himself, and I like him. He's a good guy. I know him.
Yeah.
But he'll be the first person to say he screwed up. And his face melted. I don't know what happened to his face.
Michael Jackson, he's another great example of the over.
Yeah, he just went crazy with the nose. He didn't really mess with his face too much. I think it was more of a nose. He did too many nose surgeries, so his nose
and the skin bleaching and all the other crap.
Yeah, but you know what? It's the fillers that look ridiculous. They look ridiculous on the women too. Look, if you have some lines in your face, okay, that's called character lines. If you fill those out to make yourself look younger, it just looks puffy. It doesn't look better.
Actually, a lot of it depends on the doctors. I get Botox, and I had some filler put in down here. But
your body probably eats it up. I guarantee you your body eats that up because your metabolism.
No, it does. It does. I only did the filler one time. I didn't go back again. I think it was resting.
Thank God. Don't do the fillers. I'm warning you. You heard it here. You guys, you can tell. Say Dave warned them.
I'm not going to. No, I'm not. I'm not doing. No, I'm doing as much of it as surgically as possible.
I've seen good eye jobs. Dr. Blau, I've seen him do some really good eye jobs on people.
Maybe I'll go back to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still doing it anymore because he's a little old. He's kind of focusing only on gynecomastia now just because he likes to do it. But my point is, there are good guys that probably around you that you can get the eyes done.
Yeah,
Eyes
no,
are okay.
there's a really good guy here I went and saw. So that's
you don't want to look Chinese. You don't want to have the Asian eye. You can't have them pull back your eyes too much because then you're going to look ridiculous. Because you have small eyes already. You don't want your eyes to go to little slits. It's going to look stupid. I'm telling you.
I squint all the time anyway.
Right.
So no, this guy I went to, I specifically told him, I said, look, I don't want to look like this, you know, right. And so he goes, no. He goes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I go, and you know, I don't have a hairline, so I don't know where you're going to put the scar. So, you know, I don't want to.
But they do it behind your ears, John. They pull it back behind your ears.
It's exactly what he said. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, mild. I don't want to, you know.
Look, if you're going to do it, you got to get, you don't want to get one and then have people don't even notice it. But, right. You know,
no.
My father, his whole life would from 60 on, he would do this. He'd pull his cheeks back. He'd be like, if I got a facelift, I would look like I'm 35 years old. He would tell it all the time. He's always telling me. I'm like, then go get a facelift. What do you want me to tell you? What are you walking around with your hands like this for? I said, you look ridiculous. Look, it's all my face fell. Now I know what's going to happen. I'm going to hit fucking 60 years old and I'm going to have the same thing. I'm going to walk around showing everyone my face like this because we all become our parents as we get older.
Well, but at least we have the vanity level to do something about it. I
didn't want my father to do something about it because he would not have been happy with the results and he would have been complaining about it for the rest of his life.
You got to look at it this way: if you're still maintaining your physique, your training, you're doing all this other stuff, your face has got to need attention too. The thing is, I told the doctor, I do not want to end up like Siegfried and Roy with the face like
listen to me. You're going to listen to me. It's an addiction. It's like bodybuilding. It's like doing steroids. It's an addiction that you can't stop because you want to just keep making it a little better. Don't do it. Let me tell you something. First of all,
bodybuilding?
You're a distinguished look. You have a distinguished look. It looks good. If you want to fix the bags on your eyes, fine. You've had that your whole life, though. That's just that's your look. But if these
things have always been
don't get a facelift. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it because they will fuck it up. I guarantee it. It's going to change your whole look.
So no filler, no facelift, but I can get my eyes done.
Yes, because I've seen, sometimes the wrinkles around the eyes, some people, it's almost like you have this like extra skin on your eyelid too. That's fine. I've seen those surgeries. You don't even know because they cut the extra skin off. They pin it in.
I've seen that work too.
Yeah. Eyes they're very good at. Once you stop pulling your whole face back, I'm telling you, it changes the way you look.
Don't they peel your whole face off first? Is that true?
No, they tease it. They have to tease the skin away from the connective underlying muscles. That's why also they can damage the nerves there if they don't know what they're doing or if something goes wrong, and then you can get paralysis, which we see a lot of happening in these Hollywood people.
Yeah, that's true. There was a famous case of a waitress in Vegas that happened to. Well, actually, she was a showgirl that had to become a waitress because of
really? It doesn't matter for men. Women get the stuff done because they're judged by society by how beautiful they are. It doesn't matter. No one even cares, John. No one's even looking. The uglier we are, the better you do probably in life. People are not intimidated by you then. They don't care. They're like, and it just makes us look tougher,
Well, I've dealt with that my whole life. But it's the thing. What happens is, we are in a very, very, very body conscious, environment, and looks are a huge part of are involved in what we do. For a living, we're involved in this. So, and we've both been in contest shape. So and bigger and leaner and younger, and when you've seen yourself look like that, it's very difficult to look at yourself now at 62 and say, and you can see where things used to be, and they're not there anymore.
Right. But it's like taking a wig. Okay, you get the best wig of all time.
Mhm.
To try to mimic the way you looked when you were younger. I want a wig that makes me look like that my hair looks like when I was 26. You put the wig on and you think, oh, look at this, I got hair. You take a picture, you look like a fucking clown with a fucking wig on. You can't replicate the youthful look. It's very, very hard to do that unless you have perfect features. You know, some of these guys with perfect features, they could do anything and it stays perfect. You know, there are people that do well with plastic surgery. I think guys that are by nature rugged looking don't do well because what it does is it changes their whole look to their face. They go from this rugged guy to like this, like it looks like this rugged guy is trying to be like a model all of a sudden. And it doesn't mesh. That's Simon. Simon had this like tough guy face, like I'm gonna beat your ass, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he went from that. Now he has like a plasticky looking face, like he's some like you know, fashion model that's trying to hold on too long, like Liberace, you know.
Well, I mean, the trying to hang on too long is the disease. I don't think it's an addiction to plastic surgery. I think it's just trying to hold on. And like I said, especially in our realm, I mean, it's not the age looking freak. I don't dye, like I could dye my beard, you know. I don't do that. I mean, I don't dye any of, you know, why would I'm gray. It's the way it is. But it's like, I look for certain facial things when you have things, it almost looks like not a deformity, but like a disease kind of thing. I mean,
it's called old age. It's called old age. It's called old age. Are you planning on shaving your beard?
Did what?
Are you planning on shaving your beard?
Probably not.
Okay, then why get a facelift? It doesn't matter. No one's going to know anyway. Just get your eyes done.
It's just I'm going to get my eyes done. Well, this all started with getting my eyes done, and then
trust me when I tell you. Look, if I thought, like, I am hardly conservative. I'm just telling you, it's gonna ruin your face. You're not gonna look younger. You're gonna look like an old guy trying to like look young, and it's gonna be embarrassing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's the Siegfried and Roy syndrome.
Because it's gonna look your skin's gonna look too good. You know what I mean? And but it's gonna look. It's not gonna mesh with your face and the rest of you, and it's gonna be like, there's another old guy trying to look like.
Well, now that you've talked me out of that, that means that's another motorcycle I can build.
There you go. Right. You're gonna save a lot of money. I just saved you a lot of money. But the eyes, I'm all in favor of, because the eyes, you can definitely they do a good job on eyes.
Yeah, no, I am absolutely 1,000% getting my eyes done.
Do those. I'd be interested to see how yours turn out. Not that I need mine done yet, but probably by the time I'm 60, I probably will. Yeah. I noticed I'm getting a little bit of like. I thought I was going to avoid it, but I'm getting a little bit of like wrinkles around here. What are the crow's feet they call that?
Yeah, crow's here. Yeah. But Botox helps a lot with those.
Yeah, I haven't done any Botox. When I was with around Blau, I used to go all the time because he would just bang it in there. But
I do it for the ones.
Yeah, I hate the whole appointment thing, and maybe. It's not bothering me that much. You know what? I don't even care anymore, to be honest with you.
It's for me. It's an outing with my wife. We go get Botox.
Yeah, if your wife's going already, you might as well go and get yours done too, right?
Instead of meeting for lunch downtown, we meet for Botox. You know?
I'm not against. I think Botox is great because, like I said,
toxin.
You know what? I think it's okay because, like I said, it wears off. So even if you get the worst job or possible and you're paralyzed half your face and it looks like Rocky from, you know, it's in a couple months it'll be gone, you know.
That's true, because actually the last one that did it, my eyebrows were like up here like this. I go, what did you do? It's like I'm in the look of shock all the time.
Right.
So can you like tone that? So she goes, oh, I'll put it over here, it'll bring them down. And I go, the thing is, where we go, it's like you get it. There's nobody stays there very long. So in the few years I've been going to this one place, I've had like 5 different techs.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. So if they would just,
I would almost rather do my own Botox, like, because I feel I could do a better job than probably the tech. Now, Dr. Blau was really good, so I didn't have to worry about him. But yeah, these techs, they're not doctors that are doing it anymore. They're like PAs, if that. They probably took a course in Botox injections. I think that I have much more experience taking injections than anyone giving Botox does. So I would rather do my own Botox personally. I wonder if you could buy the stuff.
You can in China. whole reason why we went to this place was that the tech was a neurosurgeon who used Botox to treat migraines very successfully. Right. So she was like an expert, Botox expert, and she worked at this aesthetic place. So somebody gave her the connection or whatever. We ended up going. She was really, really good. Or absolute. People think this is easy, but you got to know where to put those little, pricks, the little pin, the little injections, because you get like what 10, 12 of them.
I saw Blau do it so many times to me already. I know exactly where to put it at this point.
I mean, yeah, if you've been shown how to do it, but I mean, there's nerves you got to watch out for.
Blau, you know what, Blau? I love him. He's literally my second father. Blau would use these when he first started doing it. He was using these like 25 gauge needles. Now, a 25 gauge is easier to put it in because it doesn't bend the needle.
Right.
But you're sticking the same needle in 600 times into a person's head. It gets dull.
It's tough.
I'm like, listen, I said, Modi. That's his name. That's his first name. Modi Blau. I said, Modi. Listen,
I thought it's Mordecai, right? And it's
Mordecai, but everyone calls him
Modi's short, right?
I said he doesn't like when I call him Dr. Blau. He likes when I call him Modi. So I said, Modi, listen to me. Can you put a smaller needle on the thing? Can you put a 30 gauge on there for me? Even if you got to change it halfway out, I said, because it gets a little dull. Because you're killing my head. I said, the worst part about it is when I leave, the next day, my whole head hurts from that 25 gauge being stuck. Because I have very thick skin on my skull. It looks thin, my skin, but I'm telling you, to get through that skin layer, it's like you got to really bang it in pretty hard. And I was in agony. I said, please. So after that, he started using the 30 gauges, and I never had a problem. So
the only thing about Dr. Blau, I love Dr. Blau. Okay? I would have him do any procedure on me. The only criticism I have about Morty is that he doesn't believe that his patients feel pain.
No. No, when he drained your chest too, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
when he took the stitches out of my nipples, oh my God. I thought he was just tearing the nipple off, Don't worry, John. It's no big deal.
He took an 18 gauge needle and had to drain my chest. Now you have to use an 18 gauge, otherwise you won't be able to pull the stuff out of there.
Huge.
Well, you have to use it, but you can go in slowly. He rammed it into my pec muscle so hard. And he got it right in the right place, and he pulled it out. But I was like, oh, I almost got knocked unconscious from him sticking it in there.
You're right. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes. He's like, look, he once told me I had a little skin tag like right by my eye. You ever get those?
Yeah, no, but I know what you mean.
They could cut them right off. It's not a big. I said, Modi, can you get this thing off my eye? He goes, it's a skin tag. He goes, not a big deal. He's like, I'll just cut it off. I said, okay. So he gets the scissor and he gets the tweezers. I said, wait. What about the lidocaine? I said, you haven't put any lidocaine in yet. He's like, the lidocaine shot's going to hurt more than me cutting this thing off is going to hurt. I said, all right, I'm going to trust you. And so he cut the thing off with no lidocaine, and he was right. It probably the needle into my eye would have probably hurt way more than me. But just the idea, it was like not a big deal. Don't worry, I take it off in 2 seconds. While he's talking and having a conversation with someone else, he's cut this thing off. I'm like, can you, Modi? He said, don't worry, this is easy.